Alright, so welcome back everyone. So I'm going to go over these terms, give you some examples, and then we'll go into question 2 here, okay? And I'll guide you guys so you can understand it. So soil quality, okay? What this means is that how many nutrients are present in the soil in order for it to be effective at farming, okay? So how many nutrients are in the soil in order for it to be effective for farming, okay? And then when you continually farm an area over and over again, the soil quality can go down, okay? So there's no denying it, okay? That, if you continually farm an area over and over again, it will go down, okay? There's definitely no denying that. And then soil erosion is when the top layer, okay, where the nutrients are, go away over time. So it means less and less nutrients are naturally in the soil and they go away over time. Okay, it's soil erosion. It's again when over time the natural nutrients and fertilizers in the soil go away over time. Salinization means when you have salt in the soil. A lot of times this can make the soil completely infertile. And then desertification, that means the spread of a desert, okay, not the spread of a desert, okay, but the spread of a desert, meaning it starts in one area and slowly spreads. It can be both a result of a natural process and caused by humans, okay. But before we get into the question here, I do want to show you guys something. This is what can happen to soil erosion. You can relate this here in eastern Colorado, that again, if you continually plow an area, look at this, you can clearly see again where it's, there's soil erosion, and again, okay, loss of nutrients. And this is what it looks like with salinization. Again, over time, if there's just way too much present, it can make the soil completely infertile, and it's not good for farming, okay, at all. And again, this shows right here, the problems with desertification, okay. Clearly, as you can tell, you can see right here, okay, that the three realms that have the most desertification present are in sub-Saharan Africa. Okay, cool. You can see right here going to the Sahara. North Africa and the Middle East, again, spreading here in Iran and also into Iraq and that. And also in Australia, okay, because again, the country could be one big desert. As we've seen their previous summer, of course, they're going into fall there in Australia. They, of course, had wildfire problems, okay? So those are the three realms that are at most risk for the desert spreading, okay? And again, right here, you can clearly see, okay, the desert spreading here within portions of sub-Saharan Africa. So then the question, though, is, okay, and again, if you look at your study guide for exam number 3 here, the question is, what are 3 problems that could arise from desertification? Okay, don't worry so much about this one. We'll focus on this one. Here's what I want you guys to think about. How would desertification hamper economic development? How would it impact ecosystems? And how would certain species be impacted? But also, too, could it lead to water shortages? Could it lead to people trying to find means to farm? Could farms fail? Could it lead to famine, etc.? So really think about 3 potential problems and make sure that you understand it, okay? And then for the other part, okay, if you're looking at the question says, how could desertification impact human settlement? Again, really think about this, okay? If you live in a grassland or a tropical area, okay, beforehand, but then you decide, well, then the desert spreads, how could this impact how people live? How could this impact how people farm? How could this impact, how people survive the climate? So again, these 2 right here are looking, and again, if you need more information, you can always look at page 110, 115 from the Fallacian book there, okay? Now, I do want to show one more thing before we go into the question here. When we talk about the Green Revolution in Sub-Saharan Africa, we don't necessarily mean green technology. What we're saying is it's going to drought-resistant plants rather than cash crops, rather than, say, cotton and tobacco. Okay, this is before Western European colonization. That's what we're looking at. What's interesting is the cell phone revolution really helped out Sub-Saharan Africa, because what happened is that cattle herders have been using them to communicate with one another, okay, rather than using traditional mirrors and that. where they reflect the sunlight to communicate. So cell phones have been predominantly used among cattle herders. But what's interesting is it's only recently you've seen more phone usage increase, throughout the whole realm in recent years. And the reason is because landlines are very expensive, okay? Landlines you have to maintain, you have to get people out there. They can fall over during bad weather, okay? It's expensive to get the lines out. Whereas cell phones have been going down in price really since the 2000s, okay? Going about 2000 and onward, so around 20 years to be exact. And also, too, cell phones use satellites, so again, you don't need that large infrastructure nor to use cell phones when compared to traditional landlines, okay? So now, going back to question number 2 about soil erosion, okay? I want you to come up with right here 2 factors. Why does continually farmed area lead to soil erosion, okay? There's no denying that it does, okay? It does do that. What I want you to do now is, and again, you can look it up online. If you want to Google it, go right ahead. I have no problem with that. Create a realistic solution to slow down soil erosion, okay? So, come up with a solution, okay? But I want you to give me 2 factors why that would be the best solution, okay? So remember, 2 factors why continuing farming area leads to soil erosion, and 2 factors creating a realistic solution, okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and stop it here so that way you can answer the question, okay? And I'll see you in the next video.